What's up, everyone? This is Jax13, and today I'm going to show you how to actually ride a bike rather than that lol video that I had just for jokes. Okay, so I just want to start off with the right side. Okay, this is the engine kill switch. Right now it's on, so if I try to start off my bike, it won't happen. So I take it off, and everything should be fine. This is a throttle. Everyone should know that by now. What most people really don't know is that if you bring it closer to you, like that, it will actually increase the bike rather than the opposite of what most people think, where you go like that. That's actually to decrease your speed. This actually comes in handy because as you're doing that to decrease the speed, you could actually grab your front brake, which is this lever right here, and it'll effectively slow you down that much better. This is the actual ignition. It's the little black thing right here. Then you come across the rear brake, which is this, which I'm holding right now. And then you have the center console, which is the speedometer, the fuel gauge, if you have an Ninja 250, a high beam light, your neutral, turn signal, the oil light, and your tachometer, which is your RPM gauge. Then on the left side, excuse the clock, is the clutch lever, the clutch lever, the choke, the high beams or low beams, your turn signals, which goes left or right, right or left, so it makes it a lot easier, and your horn, which won't go off because I have my bike on off. Of course, your handlebar, and if you could see this, this is the, damn it, this is my lever so that I could change my gears, and then, of course, the big giant thing there is the kickstand. So, in order to start up a bike, what you want to do is, of course, if you're starting from a cold start, what you want to do is turn on the take off the kill switch, so it'll be on the downside for most bikes. Then turn on put on the key to on. Then press the ignition switch. However, if you're starting from a cold start, you'll probably figure out that like if your bike is carbureted, you might need to use the choke effectively, so then it'll start up with that much better. And what you want to do from a cold start is give your bike some time to warm up, like say about 3 to 5 minutes max for warming up. So I guess I'll give you time to do what I do, where I put on my gear as soon as I press like the ignition and whatnot and get it all ready. This bike's already been warmed up, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. But to effectively warm up your bike, what you want to do is ride around for say about 9 kilometers, or about, I don't know, say 5 or 6 miles or something like that, at normal traffic speed, and then whatever, if you're just going for a ride, that is. But if you're already going for, let's say you're going to school or whatever, I mean, usually that ride itself would warm it up for it, and it'd be perfectly fine. But yeah, so let's actually get on the road. Okay, so what you want to do to get in motion is first make the kickstand go up. So just use your leg and just whoop, and it should be gone. Then what you want to do, pull in the clutch lever, then get your left foot on the foot peg, and click half a click down for like, here's neutral, do a half a click down, and you'll be in first. First gear is what you want to be, obviously, so then you can get in motion. And then as you progressively want to change gears, you do a full click up. So here's first, here's neutral, here's second. So you're in first, go a full click up into the second. And then as you progressively want to go higher into the gears, you do a full click up, full click up, full click up, and you'll get it eventually into sixth gear, which is top gear for most bikes. So yeah, so let's actually get into motion. So what you want to do is find your friction spot. where you feel the clutch is engaged and you can feel a slight motion. Now through the friction zone, what you want to do is apply a little bit more throttle and you'll gradually see motion. So from that you will actually go. Now the hardest part about actually riding a bike is actually figuring out your balance point. It's just like riding a bicycle where it just takes time and practice, but this is just an overview. This is not something to bypass the motorcycle safety course. You should definitely take that or learn from a friend who has good riding habits. But yeah, so let's actually get into full out motion. So gradually find the friction zone, release the clutch gradually, apply more throttle. If you need to, switch gears, and you should be in motion. Now for brakes, decrease the throttle, shift down appropriately, then apply both brakes. What you want to do though is to apply a little bit more of the front brake than the rear brake, just as a precaution. But yeah, you don't want to use your entire brakes. It is fairly sensitive, so you don't really need very much for it. But yeah, so just apply a little bit and you're off. Okay, so what we want to talk about now is turning, specifically lane changing. So obviously if you've driven a car, you know, check before, put on the signal, yada yada yada. But how do you actually full out turn on a bike? Now what you do is, if you want to do push steering, which is the easiest way, all you just do is, say I'm going to do a left turn right now, left lane change. What I want to do is apply more force onto my left and the bike will follow appropriately. So that's pretty simple, but I actually want to make a right turn, so I'll do a lane change back. And turns themselves, just shift down a gear appropriately. Don't, if you're already in a low enough gear, you don't have to, but yeah. So applying enough throttle, or sorry, yeah, enough throttle to get you back out. So if I can find a turn, that's perfectly fine. I'll show you. But yeah, so when you do in a turn, I'll just turn right here actually. Yeah. Okay, so same stuff that applies to a stop, decrease and then use both brakes. Now it's free for me to go, so I'm gonna gear up, apply more force onto the right, and to get out of the turn, what you do is apply more force onto the left and give it a bit more throttle. Easiest way. And when you're doing a gear change, what you want to do is pull in the clutch, then let go of the throttle gradually, shift down one at a time, because you never know what would happen. So yeah, one at a time, and then gear down or gear up appropriately, then apply more throttle as you're gradually letting go of the clutch lever. So in a sense, it's kind of like a towel motion, where it's like that, pull in, gear down, apply more gas, and that. I mean, that was a bit choppy just because I gradually, I was in second gear, so that's why it was pretty, jumpy, because it went down to first. But yeah, what you'll find is that most bikes, first gear is very sensitive to your throttle control. Second gear gets a bit better, and then progressively it gets more and more smoother in terms of accepting your throttle habits. But yeah, so just for the sake of another thing, let's do another right turn. So slow down, okay, lane check, blah blah blah, gear up, apply more force on the right, gear up, and for this, gear down, find your little friction zone, apply more lean on the right, and press go. Apply more gas, and you're good. Shift gear. We've got people who don't even know who you are, but whatever.